welcome to today's edition of The Reaction with me, Kajoko, and I'm so happy to be here. But today we are doing it on a very sad note because, look, it is high time we begin to understand that it is for the mother nation Ghana. That is the reason why we ought to do right. Ghana just finished their campaign after a round of 32 knockout game against Colombia. And the aftermath of the game, instead of us to be looking at the way forward, what Ghana as a footballing nation can do to optimize their potentials of winning their dream World Cup. No, that's not the conversation. The conversation now is on what the GFA has been doing behind the scenes, blocking and averting individuals who deserve to be in the national team for any tournament. I am saying this, look, let's now have this conversation. It is absolutely right for everybody to have an opinion about the Ghana Football Association. For the GFA, it belongs to every Ghanaian and every football fan, every football lover. Everybody deserves to have an opinion about the Ghana Football Association. But one thing should be noted, and I'm highlighting it here, irrespective of who the football president is, the Ghana Football Association president is, it does not give us an opinion in tarnishing his image. I'm not defending Kurt. Everybody knows who Kurt is. And besides, my opinions won't change the fact that Kurt has done some wrongs. We can't sleep on the fact that there are things that I personally disagree with. But we all know the circumstances surrounding the appointment of Coach Carlos Queiroz to take Ghana to the World Cup. So therefore, look, the conversation is, someone is alleging that my family was contacted, a player's family says, I have been contacted by some leaders of the administration of Kurt that, we want to let your player nominate or name your player in our 26-man squad to the Mundial, but then you will have to pay. And then the conversations are that those who contacted the player's family will take 50% and the player will take 50%. As a player, wet your salt, would you have gone in to pay that money? And that is not to say that the family is also lying. Now I'm saying this, if the family wants us to believe what they are saying, without any iota of doubt, I think they should begin to name the so-called people who approach them. That if they are a player, if they are family, if they are member, the member of that family, I will not mention the player's name. I won't waste time on that. It is very unnecessary. And what the player is doing is rather tarnishing his chances of getting any call up into the national team. It is uncalled for, and that is also not to say that if there is any wrongs being done or perpetrated, you won't say it. You should say it. So in this case, if you are saying it, don't come and give us a sugar-coated story. Name them. Tell us, Kurt, this, Randy Abbey, this. These people were the ones who approached you and they were demanding for this amount and they were asking that you give this amount. Then, if you're able to do that, we can now say that, okay, we have a case. So and so has been named, X and Y has been named. They should come and defend themselves. If they are not able to, then we can now say that yes, you have a case. But until then, if you come and still just because you have a platform, a medium to have a conversation, you have your conversations and spew anything. I won't say they were spewing nonsense, but look, as a nation, we have to begin to be serious. We have to get ourselves up. We've been slumbering all this while. Our football isn't good. We are not in the best of positions. I don't get it. We played woefully bad right from the team selection of Carlos Queiroz in the round of 32 games. For me, I wasn't impressed. Our last game, I wasn't impressed at all. In the round of 32, we did ourselves dirty. We did ourselves a huge disservice. Instead of us to be looking at what can we do. Look, one thing we have also not paid attention to, this BlackStars team has been in a transitional mode for quite a long time. It's been long overdue. We should be moving ahead from that. It's been long overdue. Instead of us to look at what we can do about it, we are rather focusing our energies on who is pointing fingers to leaders. And as Ghanaians, generally, we are so quick to point fingers at leaders in the name of they are corrupt. I don't see where it is getting to. Sometimes we talk about our politicians as though they've arranged money. The money has been arranged at the ministries in a cupboard, and that every minister or every politician walks in there and picks it up. Bye-bye, they are gone. It's not done that way. It's not done that way. We have to begin to grow in confidence again. Get ourselves up. This is not the Nkrumah Ghana. This is not the Ghana Nkrumah left for us. This is not the mother Ghana we all yearn for. Every Ghanaian. This is not the Ghana we yearn for. In terms of our football league, we know Kurt hasn't been good. We can name everything he has done. Look, I didn't agree with the Bring Back the Love initiative. If you do the things right, the love will be there. The love has never gone anywhere. In fact, in our last World Cup, everything was clear. The love is still there. Everywhere you walk to, every pub you walk to, once it was Ghana's game, we're up and doing. We're ready to support the team. So wasting money on Bring Back the Love initiative, it was a waste. I don't understand why in 2026, modern football, 2026, 21st century, a footballing association with all their brains, with all the brains behind the administration, all they could think of is a professional league. Professional league. If the FA doesn't produce them 30 pieces of boot to each participating club, won't play the league. It doesn't make sense to me. Up to date, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. We've been claiming, we've been yearning for an autonomous league. What is stopping us? Somebody say finance. We can still do something about it. We can do something about it. Personally, I think that we should begin to motion ourselves into the limelight of doing things right. Our footballing structure. In fact, we don't have a footballing structure. Football agencies are not there. In terms of personnel, the human resource to keep our game at the highest level, we are lacking it. We don't have it. And this is the footballing nation. Somebody will sit somewhere and say, they didn't call my player, and because of that I would have to make allegations. If you are making allegations and you're ready to die by these allegations, name them and we will support you. But until then, sit in your MLS and play whatever game you want to play. Until then, I think that the purpose for which the Anas expose was published hasn't achieved its purpose. It hasn't achieved its target. It was supposed to bring what? A proper cleanup, a proper overhaul to revamp our football. We've not gotten that. So what's the argument here? We should do the usual thing, name, just make arguments, allege with no evidences. No, I'm quite surprised, quite perplexed about this allegations. And any player behind this, you should begin to bow your heads in shame. I'll be very surprised if any coach should be appointed into the Blacks aspiration. If any coach will give you an eye, I'll be very surprised, very surprised. This will bring an end to today's edition of the reaction with me and Kajiko, but I'm happy I did this with you. Please do want to click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell so that you will be one of the first few people to be watching us. Thanks for joining me. And I'm out. Bye.